This should work.
Overstimulation.
And it's working.
I feel like that's an insult to my
Welcome
character.
back to the
Woo!
Boats and Hose podcast. I'm joined today by Dominic Lark.
No, you're not. I'm here every time. Well, no, I haven't been here for a minute. So
Yeah, he was in
correction, yeah.
fucking Mexico with our special guest today, CJ
Dwayne The
Lamb.
Rock Johnson.
Yep.
And of course, our main host, Corey Ryder.
Main host.
Well,
He kind of
mean,
started it.
we do this at Corey's house.
Well, that's
Corey
just
has all the
because-
microphones, all the wiring. He has everything.
It wasn't even my idea.
I mean, yeah, but you've got all the goods, bud.
That's true.
And today, not only are we going to be having a normal podcast, but we're going to watch me atrociously play a racing game. Ooh, and it gets so laggy.
Why is this so Oh, because we're streaming. It shouldn't be that laggy, though. What the fuck?
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
What a good time. I like the little.
Why is
line.
it so laggy? I've streamed games before. It's not laggy.
Does it look like this on the stream, too? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, probably. Let me.
Oh yeah.
Ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen,
it's
we are having
laggy
some
as all
technical difficulties with.
No, it says 0 drop.
By that we
frames.
mean Bailey just sucks ass at the game.
By that,
Hold on,
exactly.
Let me,
by that, Bailey has been so bad at the game that he's broken the coding.
Okay, you know what? If we were playing fucking Dota, I would also be bad. So,
Okay. Listen,
also be bad.
but if we were playing Muck,
Video bit rate. Maybe I can.
I've been practicing.
Dear everyone, I don't know.
we
my
should play
games.
some Muck.
I'm down.
We'll make Bailey play a round of Muck on the podcast.
Video. Maybe I can.
It's so small too. Can we download a game? Is your internet that good?
Yeah, we can download the game.
Corey has Muck.
I have Muck.
You have
Yeah.
Muck?
We've
do?
played Muck before.
Oh yeah, I played with you guys. Want to try playing Muck?
I think I'm gonna play Muck if that's okay with you.
Ladies and
I can play
gentlemen,
whatever game I
Boats and Hose podcast is now sponsored by Muck.
Dude, if we got sponsored by him, that'd be sick.
Wait, that's
That
on
would be
Steam,
really
right?
sick.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
will.
Everything that I say is an absolute lie. We're not sponsored by Muck, and we're not sponsored by Arby's either.
Yep.
We are sponsored by Kellogg's.
Frosted Flakes.
Kellogg's. You know what? So you know how I told you I was gonna make scones today?
Yeah.
I
We're
made
gonna make
cinnamon
scones.
rolls
Cinnamon
because I didn't have heavy cream.
What?
They're pretty
Oh,
good.
How did they
Yeah,
taste?
they're good. They're delicious.
You never had them. How would you know? What if they were ass?
What cinnamon balls?
Yeah.
I mean I make them all the time. It fucking works. I mean,
Yeah.
like
The master volume is 1.
I'd presume that they would probably be decent. You know.
That's fair.
You know. I feel like whenever you're on a podcast, if you're not talking with a lot
Oh,
of pauses,
hit the X on this.
and then all of a sudden speeding up a little bit, it just doesn't
Okay.
sound right.
You know what else doesn't
Oh,
sound
I don't
right
know
on
if they can hear the game audio.
a
but whatever.
podcast? Not having any drama. Let's
On a
talk about
podcast, no,
drama.
we don't.
You can't
we
hog
don't-
the mic.
This is
We gotta share.
this is nice and calm.
We
This
gotta
is
share. I have a limited
Boats
mic.
and
This is
Hose
we can
with
go.
we. You know,
Boats and Hose.
we just it's like a cup of tea here where we're just nice and calm and
I'm gonna
real nice.
play. I'm gonna play on easy
ASMR
since we're talking
voices a
about this
little bit.
peacefulness.
Can we talk about something really serene? Case?
Bailey's ruining the vibes. His microphone just fell.
Hey,
Okay, it's
Bailey,
Corey's microphone. Yes, sir.
make this the calmest muck gameplay on the planet.
Okay, I can do that. Pacifist run.
All right, well, everyone, what are we talking about today?
So, I went on vacation recently. Went to Flaming Gorge. Don went to Flaming Gorge.
Yep.
His game audio is really loud.
We went separately.
We did go separately. And while I was there, me and my sister's boyfriend decided that we were going to go out at 5:30 in the morning to go watch the sunrise on some paddle boards in the middle of the lake. And so we wake up at 5:30 and we start paddleboarding. We get out there and my dog wanted to come with us, so I took him on the paddleboard. And we were going out in the cold water, the cold air. The water felt pretty warm actually. Like once you were already cold and you put your hands in the water is pretty warm, but it was still pretty cold, just like in general.
Yep.
And we got a fair distance away from the shore and waited, and Theo was like whining the entire time. And and he was like running between mine and Connor's paddleboard. But after waiting like an hour or so, come around 6:30 or so, I don't know, I didn't have a phone or watch. The sun started to rise, and there was so much smoke that the sun we could just look at the sun the entire time. It was awesome. It was like this dull red kind of like when like iron when it's just starting to get really hot. It's like that dull red.
Yeah.
But then as it rose, and it rose fast, the top right corner of the sun was like this really bright, nice, like orange. And then as it went down, it was a dull red mixed with like a dark red, like stripes of dark red. And then it got down to like a really, really dull red on the bottom. It was really cool.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. And then on the way back, right, we watched the sunrise. And we're like, that's neat. And then all on the way back, none of us had fallen into the water yet. But Theo ended up jumping off of the paddleboard. And I was like, fuck. And he had to like swim around. He was like, and I was like, Theo, come here. And I like put him back on the paddleboard. And he was like, started shivering because he was so cold. And he like huddled up against, I was on my knees at this point. And he was like cuddling up against my legs. So I was like, blah, 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 paddling really, really aggressively to get back to the shore. And we were like maybe 5 feet from the shore. The water was maybe only like 6 inches. No, it's probably like a foot deep. And he decided to go away from me and look over the edge of the paddleboard. And he ended up making the paddleboard just like tip, like dunked himself, dunked me. 6:30 in the morning. The sun barely even risen. It wasn't even a warm sun because the smoke was stopping it. I was frigid, dude. I had a shirt on, and that shirt got like soaked on my left side.
And it just
I, like,
never dried, and you were continuously
just-
cold the entire time.
Yeah, but I took the shirt off. But like I stood up and I was just like, and then Connor came over and
he gave you a hug.
we held in an embrace.
Yes.
We did not held in an embrace.
Yeah.
I ran back to the camp barefoot, and it was cold,
Yeah.
and it was painful on my feet. And then I put on like this outfit except with the sweater, and then had some hot chocolate.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You know, man, this is kind of off topic because it seemed like the moral of your story was it was cold, the sun was cool.
Basically,
you
yeah.
know, but
And dogs dunk
yeah.
people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do. When I went, my uncle didn't end up showing up until a few days late.
Oh.
I found it really, really funny because he gets there and, you know, it's about like 11:30 and he's like, yep, me and my girlfriend are we're gonna go kayaking. And all of us are looking at him like, dude, like what? Like, it's fucking midnight. Like, why the fuck are you going paddleboarding? He's like, it's really, really calm. And he all kind of like tells me a little bit later, he's like, yeah, we went and did some shrooms on the lake and smoked some weed. And I was like, all right. And then I found it funny because the next day I was chilling in my car, just kind of charging my phone. And he kept coming over and he'd be like, hey, Tom. And I'd be like, yeah. And he's like, you want some weed? I'd be like, nah, I'm okay. It's been a while. I'm fine. He'd be like, okay. And he'd go to his truck and just kind of like stash up behind the door and just kind of. And then he all like walked back to me and he's like, hey, Tom. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you sure that you don't want some weed? I'm like, yeah, man. Like, I'm pretty sure. And he's like, okay, but on a real note though, just smell this. And he like opens up the thing. He pulls it out and he's like, dude, just give this a smell. I'm like, it's pretty good. And he's like, so do you want some? And I'm like, nah, I'm okay. Why'd the voices get all weird for a second there? Sounded all echoey. Wah.
Oh, what? Your voice is echoey?
I felt like it was for a
I
split
feel like
second. Maybe
there was
not.
like a
Oh.
thing going on.
Wah. I don't. Either way. That's the moral of my story. I thought it was funny.
Don't give in to peer
And
pressure.
then every single night he kept on like going out on the paddleboard at like, you know, fucking midnight.
But whoa, that was loud. But like, if it was a full moon, and the Flaming Gorge is super calm, like especially early morning.
Dude, I don't know. The entire time we were there, it was. I don't know. It was. I never felt like the lake was necessarily still while we were there.
Really?
Like ever.
Oh,
yeah.
that sucks.
Well, it was warm. It was hot. It was supposed to rain every single day that week,
And
but
it
it
didn't?
didn't rain.
Oh, they're
it rained on us
fucking
once.
normal mobs.
Oh
No,
my
I
God.
thought they were the villagers.
I'll tell you what, though, I definitely got on my drive there. That was the most terrifying drive in the rain I've ever had in my life because I was on the highway and the speed limit was 80.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bitch, and there's all these semis, and the rain's just
Mhm.
coming down. And I've got, my windshield wipers going as fast as they possibly can, and I can't see 10 feet in front of me, and I know that there's all these fucking semis, and I'm getting spooked because I feel like I'm gonna get hit, and I can't see anything, and I can't see the lines on the road, and I'm like, oh my god. So I slow down, I'm all going like fucking 35 with a lot of the semis, and this one fucking semi just comes hauling ass past all of us going like 60, and I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what?
I mean, your car doesn't need speed to get up those hills like the Three Sisters,
Yeah,
but some of the semis do.
yeah.
So-
well, either way, that guy was he was hauling ass, and I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
That might be a little unsafe if you couldn't see.
Yeah,
Oh, but dude, driving in the rain is my favorite time to drive. Like, part of me going to the diner earlier today was one to tell you, hey, podcast is 7. And the other one was, I want
never told-
coffee.
wait, did you? Yeah, no, you did.
I
tell me
did,
this
and
instead,
then-
you said, hey, I'm gonna pull you aside.
And then
from
the
the party.
the third reason was I wanted to drive in the rain
Yeah.
because it rained.
I don't know. I've never been one for any weather exactly. I always, like, I'll fuck around a little bit in the snow, but I'm relatively calm. And it's always like winter, and I'm like, fuck. I wish I fucked around with my car more in the summer, and was a bit more of a speedy boy. But summer rolls around, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to get pulled over.
Yeah. But in the winter, our cars are like super fun in the winter. They're not rear wheel drive, which sucks,
Yeah.
but they're all wheel drive. Anyways, they have like so much power. You can go to the church parking lot and just
Yeah.
like do donuts.
Well, I don't know until you get, fucking stopped by a cop.
I've never been stopped by a cop.
I mean,
Last time I was doing donuts in the church parking lot, again, was with Kenzie's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Kenzie was there too. And
Hey, I ended up meeting you guys there too.
that's true.
There
that
were
was the
three
same
of us.
time. Whoops.
3 of us all in the church parking lot just
Yeah.
doing donuts around
Yeah,
each
that was
other.
back when Kenzie still had her Envoy. And I didn't know this, but I was like going for it, and Connor's contact had like slipped into his eye or something. Like it wasn't on right. It was like
Yeah.
inside his eye socket. It was really nasty, and he's just like sitting there, like crying. And I had no idea because I was focusing on not crashing. I was just doing donuts and whipping the car around. He's just like suffering with the contact in his eye.
CJ, were you in the car the day that I was over at the skate park doing donuts with Miley in the car? No.
No.
All right. Well, one day I was and I got yelled at by this dude, and I mean, like, I understand why people are going to yell for like reckless driving in general, but at the same time, I don't know. So,
You're
you
safe
know where the
about
skate
it.
park is?
No.
No, like right in Oakley. Yeah. Corey knows where the skate park is.
Yeah.
It's like right next to the.
I know
Yeah.
where it is.
Yeah, look,
I
yeah,
know where it is.
it's
I
like
know.
as soon as you get in around that big
Where?
turn.
What big turn?
Okay.
The
Anyways,
one in Oakley?
yeah, the one. Well, no, the one where it goes to speed limit 35, not the one where it says
Like-
recommended 30.
The big turn, like where New Lane
Yeah,
is?
yeah, the
like,
big one.
By
that
by
one.
the Elk Meadows? By
Yes.
like
By the skate park. Yeah.
Oh,
like
I know where the skate
skate
park
yeah.
is, yeah.
Anyways, I was there, and as soon as you get in, if you pull right towards the skate park and that big building that's on the right hand side, there was no one there. Like no one there at all. There were
No one.
people across the street over at the horse, stables, but
Yeah.
that's really far away, man.
It is.
Most definitely.
Very far away.
Yeah, very far away. Anyways, I
Sneak in to use the microphone.
I had Miley and I think Roper inside of my car. Well, in my mom's car. I didn't have my car at the time.
Oh.
I had my mom's car, and
Oh, this is back in February?
I don't know. It wasn't really snowy. It was cold, I do believe, but I can't. Some point in time when I didn't have my car, but I asked everyone. I told everyone beforehand. I was like, hey, get seatbelts on. I'm gonna be doing fucking donuts, blah 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 blah, and I am just going fucking hard, just like fuck ton of donuts. I'd get hauling ass and just yeet the fucking steering wheel in one direction.
You don't even have a parking brake.
Not my mom's
like,
car.
Oh, this is your mom. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I don't know. I feel like you can always just hit your normal brakes, and it does pretty much the same thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
Not quite true, but
I'm
it's
not
true
to that
enough.
point, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Miley didn't have a seatbelt on, and I think she's like hysterically laughing, and she is a little bit. And after like 3 minutes of me doing donuts, I just kind of like stop and I look back, and she's just laying pretty much on the fucking floor. because she didn't put a seatbelt on. And I'm like, okay, like I've had my fun. It's time to go. Miley, next time don't be a dumb bitch. Put a beat belt on.
Keep out.
And I'm
Peace
all exiting out, and this guy in a truck comes like charging over and cuts me off right when I'm about to get onto the road. And I'm just kind of staring at him like, this guy's gonna bitch me out. But like, there were no cars at the skate park.
Yeah.
There were no kids at the skate park. There were no people at the skate park. There were no activities going on. There were, as I said, only cars around were like 3 people at the horse stables, which are like,
That's a completely separate parking lot.
it is a completely separate parking lot. Exactly.
Yeah, it's like at least 500 children lengths away.
Yep.
I'm glad you chose children length, because that's that's a really unpopular.
Choice of measurement.
Yeah,
That's true.
I feel like it should be more standardized.
I feel
I'd
like
put that in the wrong
I feel like we should measure in anything other than football fields as Americans, because it's like, oh yeah, that's about 3 football fields. I hate it. I hate it so much. Jesus Christ.
Was
Scared
that
the
bad for you?
that scared the
wasn't-
shit out of
that
me.
wasn't that bad
My
for you.
headphones are pretty hot.
The moral of the story is that guy bitched me out because I was doing donuts, and
That guy didn't live when he was younger.
he, you know,
That's
he,
a massive fucking
he
cow.
he went on a long rant telling me that he had, but I don't know. Anyways,
I
it was a
know.
good time. The Miley was just, I don't know. As soon as I pulled away, Miley was like, God, I was so fucking close. She was my fucking shit on that dude. And I was like, Miley, it's okay. She's like, no, such a fucking asshole. And I was like, it's okay.
I wonder how, like, if we were to put a percentage of like sounds that get through these microphones, I wonder how much are just us going.
You literally can't even come into this mic.
What?
Can't like.
Oh, it's that. That's what making the sound. Yeah, Bailey. See what I mean by that mic's different?
It is. No, it's totally different. I
It's
get it.
built different.
Shut the fuck up.
Just like my
Penis. You were gonna say it.
10 centimeter. No, I was gonna say a small dick.
Oh.
Just
Close
like
enough.
my aunt dick.
Aunt?
Aunt dick.
Aunt. Like your aunt?
No,
Or
my
like
Dude, if
aunt-
your
aunt.
aunt has a dick, she's your uncle. Come on.
No,
Come
my
on.
aunt
That's an
dick.
absolute.
Little itty bitty ants that can carry 10 times their weight. I got an ant dick.
Can you imagine though? You
Ants
wouldn't
don't even have penises.
You
They
wouldn't-
have like a
What?
Exactly.
cloaca or something.
Oh, what?
Cloaca.
Cloaca?
Yeah,
Sounds-
it's like a.
That sounds like an instrument that CJ would be raving about one day when I showed up to his house. He'd be like, Dom, I just fucking ordered this amazing guitar and it's called a fucking cloaca and it belonged to King Henry V.
There weren't guitars back then. God damn it.
Sounds
Yes,
more
there
like-
were. They were just different.
Sounds
Yeah.
like-
Oh.
They had fucking cloacas back then, Bailey.
Yeah.
Shut-
Bailey.
Shut the. Nothing.
It sounds really kinky in my head. Sounds like something that you'd like.
I mean,
Sounds like
strap
something off
someone
of
like
Rick
with.
and
the
Morty,
the
huh?
typical cloaca is like a bird or like a raptor or a dinosaur specifically. It's a orifice
Oh.
that emits both urine and fecal matter.
Does it also release monkey
Oh,
growth hormones?
I mean, if monkeys have cloacas, yeah.
Monkeys don't have cloacas.
Yeah, no,
Well-
monkeys have penis. And they have bones in their penis.
I'd imagine that monkeys.
don't
I have a
have
bone in my
cloacas.
penis.
I mean, no, you don't.
Yeah, I do. That's
No.
why it's called a boner.
No, you don't have a bone in
Oh,
your penis.
I get it, and then the bone like liquefies and it comes out of the tip sometimes when you're
Oh.
sleeping.
What the? CJ has a nice podcast voice.
Yeah, but
Thank you,
fucked up
Corey.
podcast
You're
words.
welcome. Yeah, his topics are off.
Yeah. There's no wrong words in a podcast.
Sound like raccoon eggs.
I don't. He's that YouTuber you showed me that one time.
Yeah, play CS:GO a lot.
CS:GO.
What's a good quote by him? Ever scared that you're gonna like nut and then it's gonna like land on your belly button? You're gonna get pregnant.
All right, boys. One podcast, we should just spend the entire day just reading Iroh quotes and talking about Iroh as a character.
I'll bring the tea.
Okay.
We can start now.
Don't know.
There are no accidents.
Only mistakes.
I don't watch anime. Okay, I'm not a
It's-
fucking
it's-
filthy otaku.
I mean, it's close enough to an anime.
I mean,
It's not made in Japan, but it's like, it's pretty close to an anime.
But they've got good English voice actors because
That is true.
It's actually
It's not
in
Funimation.
English. Yep.
But to be fair, it was animated in Korea, like a good bit of it.
Hmm.
Like almost all of the third season, I think, was animated in Korea.
God damn.
Have you guys noticed that in some episodes the characters would look different?
Season 3.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the distance, like their noses were longer. The distance between their mouth and nose was like really short.
Hmm.
I like season 3 character design, but
More than season 1 and 2?
yeah,
Interesting.
like season 1, they like Aang had massive ears, but in season 3, their ears were kind of dialed back a little bit. Or Katara, she also had like massive ears.
Dude, I'm gonna rip ass with all these fucking beans I'm getting. Holy shit.
And this is
3 beans.
this is Full House you guys are talking about, right?
Pretty close, yeah.
Okay.
Korean
American
House.
classic.
Imagine Full House, but with like teenage, like preteens and elemental powers. Same thing then.
Okay, so you're talking about like the Twilight Zone. Classic.
You know, that's even closer, but like, not.
I
So
could
it's
have
like
sworn
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, but without the chainsaws.
Well-
Text my ex.
See, Texas Chainsaw Massacre had Kevin Hart in it, and I'm pretty sure you know.
Right, really?
full-
I've never actually seen it, so anything you say, I'm just gonna take,
No, it
it,
does.
take as truth.
No.
And like
It's
Kevin
not
Hart
truth. It's
played-
false.
Yeah, it's balls.
And Kevin Hart played tough.
What do you mean, bro?
The boulder. You know the one where the Players of Ember Island episode
Yeah.
where Toph just screams she
Yeah.
does echolocation. That shit is funny.
I find it funny that everyone, when they were doing research for the play, like in the Avatar universe, nobody wanted to admit that they were beaten by an 11-year-old tiny girl, so they hyped her up to be this big, like beefy earthbender.
Toph was into it.
Yeah, she loved it.
So as I was watching a few episodes of this show at Dominic's friend's house,
At my mother's house.
At Dominic's friend's house. All right.
Dominic's friends.
This wasn't Avatar, by the way. This was the other one.
Okay.
Korra
okay.
one.
Yeah, okay,
Korra.
okay, Korra.
Yeah, the Legend
Korra,
of Korra.
Korra,
in the
Korra
house.
was at one of my friend's house.
Loka.
Any.
What?
Lok. Legend of Korra.
Loke.
Lok.
Look,
Hey, Lok.
It's called T-Lock.
You guys seen Loki?
It's called T-Lock.
I have
No,
not
I
seen
have
Loki,
not.
but I want to.
It's good.
I
Is
keep
it like-
stealing the
Sorry, Dom.
microphone from Corey.
Continue. I interrupted Dom.
We have to share the
It's
microphone.
called T-Lock.
T-Lock?
That's literally all I have to say. The
Legend of Korra. Yeah, yeah.
T-Lock.
Is that where they
The
got Tarlock from?
or Avatar the Last Airbender. Yeah, I get it.
T-Lock.
It's not.
guys
It's
talk
not
about
Allah. It's Atla.
Atlas?
It's Allah, the god of what is that? Buddhism? No, Hinduism.
Allah?
Yeah, Allah.
That's
Allah.
That's
the
like-
Muslim god.
Muslim. Sorry,
It's okay.
probably just offended like 16 different
Remember,
races.
so when I pulled that all-nighter the other week, 2 week, 3, like a month ago, Bailey, we played Muck, me, CJ, and Aiden, and I was so much better than you.
Really? I believe it. I totally believe it. I suck.
Except for, well, no, I wasn't like all that great. I ended up dying a lot, and they covered me a lot. But we got to the end. Have you seen the end?
The dragon, Bob.
Yeah. And I like died immediately, and then I just watched them duke out with the dragon for like.
Oh
30
my
minutes.
God.
What do you
let
mean?
me
This,
fucking-
this isn't Minecraft?
It's pretty close. Except you see, Minecraft doesn't have gold coins.
All right.
It's like
What the fuck?
Minecraft on your 8-year-old's fucking ADHD medication.
It's like Minecraft, how we're gonna
Free
remember it in
money.
10 years.
Oh,
Bro, I'll
nice.
still
Already
be
have
playing
one of those.
Minecraft in 10 years. What do you mean?
What?
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 Nothing.
Minecraft
No,
is so much different than it was when I was like 13 or something, when it was starting to get popular. Like the first big wave of Minecraft.
When I, cause I haven't really played Minecraft all that much since I was little. So whenever I get on, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And like, dude, like shit for me. Like what? The last time I played Minecraft was when oh my god,
Horses?
CJ, what are those weird thing that Jackson made in his map that allowed him the XP farm? What's the main thing you have to use for the XP farm?
Pigmen?
Hoppers?
Hoppers.
Hoppers.
The last time I played
Was that the
Minecraft was
1.5
when
update?
Hoppers barely came out.
That was probably
That's
the
ancient.
1.5 because that was the Redstone update. I remember because that was when I first started.
Do you guys mind if I brag a little bit? It's not really a
I mean,
brag.
I
It's more of
bragged
a
earlier.
like.
Just brag.
Oh, okay.
Say
It's more
whatever
of
the
a.
fuck you want, dude.
It's more of a sadness kind of thing. But I started
Oh.
playing Minecraft when they didn't even have a fucking hunger bar.
Wow, you were
Uh-huh.
like pre-alpha,
Oh yeah.
dude. I tried beating Minecraft on 1.0 with the first version that you could beat the game in. It was so terrible.
Yeah.
You can't drag to like craft. You can't like drag click, have it like spread. It's so bad.
Like the first end update.
Like Minecraft 1.0.
Oh yeah. No, you can't even beat the game.
No, you can.
What?
You can, yeah. Minecraft version 1.0. You can beat the game.
Oh.
It was like it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
you're right.
first like actual like Minecraft as it is today. That's it.
Yeah. No, you're right. You can.
I'm getting fucking clapped.
I remember
Don't die.
Minecraft when
Don't die. When it was like Block World or something, or like
No, I wasn't
Block
that.
World.
I didn't play it that early into it, but I remember when the creative
Peanut
menu was
butter.
just like a little like you. It was a one menu that you could scroll up and down on, and I remember,
remember
that,
that.
what? That's ancient. I
the
don't
leather
remember
armor
that.
was one solid color, and there wasn't a hunger bar.
Wow.
I have 5 fucking beans and 6 peanut butter.
I need,
Wait, remind me again. What did the beans
we
do?
need Connor.
Oh, sick!
Oh my God. What?
They make
We
it
need
so you-
Connor.
Why?
Because Connor's the one who got me into Minecraft.
I can't wait for you to get a PC. When we start playing Java.
Y'all know where my
Yeah.
fucking stuff is? Like, where did I have my
Or go right. Yeah, go straight. I have no idea where the fuck he is.
Yeah, I know. Shut the fuck up.
That's why you don't settle on single player.
Yeah, but I have all that mithril in that forge. That's why I want it.
But hey,
Uh,
he's doing really good. He hasn't died yet.
He is doing really good. He's got 2 rows of items,
Yeah.
and it's like what, night 3, night 4, maybe?
Something like that. I
Night
don't know.
3.
Night
Okay.
3, baby.
What is one thing that you always seem to lose? Like item, not like virginity. It has to be like an actual item.
I was
Bless
about
you.
to say my soul, but
No, it has to be like an actual object.
uh,
An object permanence doesn't count, or like no object. permanence doesn't count.
object.
I lose my ring often, but that's because I take it off every time I like wash my hands or do the dishes or cook food or eat food.
Yeah.
I lose a lot of clothes.
Oh, it was around
Clothes?
here. Oh, okay. We're close to home.
Hey, I guided him kinda.
Like I'll have this fucking designer shirt that I want to wear one of these days, right? And I will try my hardest to look around the entire house and like tear down the fucking drywall to literally look for this shirt, and it'll be gone. There's like no like sign that it ever even really existed.
Did you just like leave it in? Did you leave it in someone's house?
No, it's just
No?
it disappears in my own house.
What type of shirt is it?
It's happened to multiple shirts.
Oh,
and It's
no.
always like the $30-$40 shirts that I buy from like PacSun or Zoomies.
That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay.
That's just like taking $30 and then just like giving it to your little brother.
Yeah, exactly. Except your house is the mystic force that is your little brother.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and the $30 is a T-shirt.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Dom, what's something you always lose?
Socks.
Socks, dude.
Socks.
Yeah.
Do you lose socks? Do you do your own laundry?
Yes.
And you lose your socks. Really? I lose my socks when my mom does the laundry.
Well, look here. There's
Yeah.
a bunch of like children, so like I can see them like before I get home when the laundry's still in the dryer, like snacking shit for some fucking reason, and like, I don't know. Or yeah, I do my own laundry, but that does not mean that I'm with my laundry 24/7.
See, usually all the socks that I own always end up cycling back to my room, right? All the pants that I own, all the underwear that I own, everything, except for my fucking t-shirts. They will just like crumple up into a singularity and just float out of my fucking house.
Maybe your mom likes them and she's just taking them.
Good. My mom's stolen plenty of my fucking t-shirts.
I always lose my phone. Like
Yeah.
right now, I have no idea where it is. I looked for it before we started the podcast. My dad gets really annoyed of it too, because I'm like, "Where's my phone?" And he goes, "Fuck, dude, again?" I'm like, "Yeah, can you call it for me?" And he goes,
Dad, I'm sorry. I love you. Yeah.
"I don't think I've ever said I love you to my dad."
You should tell him. Goddamn. Oh fuck, that's
Well,
morbid as hell.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think he's ever said it to me either. Never.
That's
had to.
some shit.
He's never had to.
Hey, Dad.
Do you
fuck
love?
did you give birth to me, dude?
Do you love me?
wait.
Am I loved and appreciated in this
Wait,
household?
this sounds like I have like daddy issues. I don't. My dad's awesome.
His dad is. I can confirm. Have seen.
Yep.
Very cool.
On
Very
it.
good father.
Except for I think I'm gonna save it for when they leave, like here in a couple weeks. Because
Save the I love you.
yeah.
Are they gonna listen to the podcast and know?
Oh, dude, they could.
Oh, with the chest.
Why? My parents don't care. They're fine.
You're fine.
No, you're fine.
Corey's parents,
All right,
if
now
you
I'm
are
fucking riced.
if you are
They
watching this
don't even
podcast right now.
Know of the channel.
Oh, okay. Well, on the off chance that you're watching this podcast right now, just know that Corey does not love you until you guys leave.
No, that's not what
Well,
that
no
means.
effect upon.
I'm just
among
thinking, like,
all of us.
How because one okay, they're going off to sea, right? Like they're not gonna like the odds of them dying are like less than just us driving to town. But still, like, what if the last words I have to say, the last words I say to them are "I love you guys"?
That'll mean a lot.
It'll mean a lot,
I get it.
especially if I don't say it very often, and I don't, and they don't.
You know, the less you say it, the more it'll catch them off guard, and they'll be like,
I agree.
"Oh," and they'll like think about it after when they leave. And you're right, because
They'll be like, "Hey, we raised a pretty good one."
I feel like I go home a lot. Well, obviously I
Yeah?
go home a lot. But I go home and I tell all of my fucking family that I love them just so much, like 40, 50 times a day, to the point where it's like, you know, I don't even register like when my little brother goes into my room anymore, because like he'll just come in and just say, "Hey CJ, what are you doing? Okay, love you, bye." And it's the same thing. So like, you know, the less you do something, the more special it is.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I don't know.
It's like cursing. Like the people who don't curse a lot, when they do curse, you know, that like they're either in a very good or, you know, positive mood, or they're pissed off.
Yeah.
That's an excellent observation.
You know, man, with me and my mother, we just kind of like blur it all out until everything's just.
I love you.
I remember you.
I love you so much.
I remember you. And she just calls me BB.
I don't know. I always thought love was best served silent.
I mean,
Let me tell you about sex.
only for like.
That's not the love I'm talking about. Oh my god. You are banned from microphone privileges. That was nasty. How did you even do that? Doms aren't nearly as nasty. What the? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Don't fucking test me, Corey.
Do more.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Stop that. Stop it.
I'm Dominic, and I'm going to show you how to grapefruit your man.
You know, therapy's a thing you can buy, right?
You know what it sounds like when it gets stuck in the throat?
Show me. Oh my god.
Wait, I want to see if everyone can hear me swallow.
Oh my.
No,
Oh my god, stop.
It sounds like you're really vigorously eating some of those pops, those cereal.
Okay. No, on a real note, we've got to get pops one day. Like, the
Pops?
pop rocks.
Pop
Gotta get
rocks.
pop rocks and just.
Yeah, it's just like.
Yes, I also enjoy deep throating pop rocks.
Deep throating pop rocks.
I like
We
to
should.
put pop rocks in my pussy.
Make that pussy pop. That's some whap. That's some whap.
Pop rocks in my pussy.
We should put pop rock, like take a creamy, melt it just a tiny bit, and then put pop rocks on it, and then freeze it again.
Let's just.
Does anybody else really like drinking milk just for milk?
I really love milk, but it has to be kind of like, has to be good milk, because there's bad milk.
Is there?
I feel like there's milk that's not as good as other milk.
I mean, like, I
Yeah.
understand, like, almond milk and soy milk.
No,
versus
like
cow
I'm
milk.
saying like
Different brands.
Horizon milk and New Balance milk taste very different.
Really?
New Balance has-
Absolutely.
New
We've
Balance
always
has
just
no-
Not New
gone-
Balance. It's
we've al-
what's the? It's called like Center Earth or Middle Earth or I don't know.
The only milk that I really ever drink is the one with the blue bottle cap. It's like 2% whole milk or 2% fat.
Me
You
too.
should
Corey,
you
me
should
too.
try different brands and
Me
different
and
percentages.
Corey have the
Okay.
cheap boy milk that's like cheaper than
I don't know. I
gas
just
per gallon.
whatever my mom bought for groceries, she always bought the same one. Man, Dom, we're gonna have to buy groceries soon. What?
Oh,
the-
that's a buff big chunk. You're fucked.
I think we'll be.
I
fine.
can't hear when he does the.
Pre-warning,
I think you'll be okay.
Corey. I know something we're gonna fight about.
What?
Do you like cheese?
I love cheese.
Do you like chips?
Not so much.
Okay, well, I have a debilitating nacho addiction.
It's okay as long as you're not messy.
I mean, I'm not. And I
Wait,
won't- I
why
won't-
are we gonna fight about that? Like, we're gonna come in and like we're gonna have a Cheeto war?
No, we're gonna be all out of cheese all the time.
It's okay. We can buy like massive blocks of cheese.
Oh, we will. We will buy massive blocks of cheese, and I'm gonna eat all.
I don't have fucking mana
rest of the week.
or stamina.
I'm kind of scared that once me and Dom live together, this podcast is gonna turn into like mine and Dom's therapy session for the week. Like, this motherfucker didn't put the milk away. It got spoiled.
Doubters? Fucking doubters?
Oh, he got
Fuck, dude.
I found heroin in Dominic's room today.
it. Well, that I
Oh.
don't care so much
The
about.
only thing is, it's gonna be like 4 a.m. and I'm gonna like really just swear to God that everyone's sleeping. I'm gonna wander out into the kitchen, only boxers, and for some reason, like Jordan's gonna walk out, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, I'm just."
That's
gonna
when you hit him with
leave."
the howdy.
howdy,
Howdy.
howdy.
Howdy do.
Okay, from now on, Corey, there's got to be a household rule.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be wearing like only boxers, you have to be wearing a cowboy hat.
9.
I gotta supply us some cowboy hats.
9 Nutter Butters,
Alright.
dude.
Nutter butters. What do Nutter butters do?
Peanut butter. I love peanut butter though, so it works out.
Well, yeah, but what do they do?
They give you stamina, so I can run forever.
Bailey, give us some gameplay commentary, dude.
I've been here before. I just fucked up a big chunk. He got wrecked.
You mean a slime?
What's that statue do?
That revives teammates, so it's kind of useless in solo play.
That's true. Can you revive yourself? You can't.
No, if you die, you die.
What if you die right next to the statue?
You
Can
die.
the statue like reach out and be like,
Dead.
Hey, BB, but we got you.
The statue only gives a shit if you have coins.
oh, so it's a whore.
Yeah, it wants your money. Speaking of money, I'm gonna make some fucking more by killing another chunk.
Corey, what time are you
Sound.
in at work tomorrow? 12?
12.
CJ, you working tomorrow?
Dos
Those. And Bailey don't work no
Those-
more.
Those what?
Bailey,
Armandos?
you want to cover my shifts for absolutely no
Armando.
reason?
Absolutely not.
I
Dos-
bet
dos
you don't, you
brothers.
dirty
Dos-
little whore.
Dos qué?
Hermanos is
Hermanos?
brothers.
Brothers. Dos hermanos?
Ay, los hermanos.
Los pollos hermanos.
Las
That chicken, bro.
the chicken brothers.
Tengo solo uno.
No, don't hit that. Oh, fuck.
Tenemos todo lo que necesitamos.
Ah.
Tenemos.
I need some like
Tenemos?
attack speed.
Okay.
I need some orange juices.
Necesitamos.
Tenamos?
Tenamos.
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 ¿Qué es tenamos? Tenamos.
I
We
need
have-
to kill this. I need to
Dude,
kill
I
this.
met David today. He's back. Oh man, I was so stoked. He like walked in and I was like, David,
Fuck
and he was
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I was like, ¿Cómo es California? And he's like, muy caliente. I'm like, mucho
I
agua.
found it funny. I got there and I
I
was
was
all
like,
talking. He was
"Much
talking
rain,
to me
much
and I was
water."
like, David, I'm sorry. I'm a little sick right now. Like I can't really like Spanish right now. I can like barely English right now. Like I'm sorry. And then he just went on and he's like, I fucked so many bitches.
Oh, no.
Very nice, David. And he was like, yeah.
David.
No, I had one chick that would come over in the morning and another chick that would come over at night. But like the chick in the morning, we'd be going till like 4, and then the lady at night would get there at like 8, and we'd be going like all night, and it'd be like toda de la noche, and he'd be like sí, toda de la noche, and I'd be like
What's the
Muy bien,
de la
David.
noche?
All night long.
oh
All night long.
So when David said he's going down to see the doctor, what he really meant was women.
No, the doctor,
The witch doctor.
the witch doctor.
The doctor was love.
Dr. Love, Fuck.
And then he went on a long. He showed me a video of a party. And he's like, Nadam, all of these girls should have been for you because I'm too old for all of them. I can only have someone who's like 45. And I was like, 35. You could do 35.
Dude, fuck it. 30.
30.
Dude.
How old is David? He's like 40.
Fuck it, 12.
Like late
He's like
40s, right?
50.
He's
50?
50? Dude, he looks really good for
Okay.
50 if he's actually 50.
He doesn't look that great. For
He
50,
doesn't.
honestly.
Yeah. No.
But I mean, like,
I feel like there's 50-year-olds that look like ass compared to David.
Oh,
you
there
think?
are.
But like, I've seen 50-year-olds who still like cycle every day.
I've seen 50
especially
year olds who
around
I think are,
campus, like, come on.
35.
Oh, guys,
I've seen a 50-year-old date a 28-year-old, so you're right. You're true. That's true.
I have a
Marry
story to tell.
All right, let's hear Corey's story.
Okay, so on KSO, which is like a news thing for
Classifieds.
like Western states, there was this article about this guy who hid 10 treasure chests around Utah, and he hid one of them. It was found, and then he hid a second one. The second one was hidden somewhere up Mirror Lake Highway.
Yeah.
And we were like,
We live here.
we
let's
gotta
go.
find that. That's like in our backyard. And so, he posted this video on YouTube, and it was the entire video was just one big clue on how to find this treasure. And he went on. And he talked about, like, Bigfoot and Boy Scouts and how they're scared to go out to the bathroom on account of Bigfoot, and like, these tree markings that were called cat faces that were placed by this old guy from the pioneers. Then he started talking about Thomas Rhodes, which was like a pioneer. Or not a pioneer. He's from like 1800. He went to California, collected a lot of gold, came back to Camas, and like helped found Camas.
What the fuck?
But dude, those guys messed me up so much. And anyway, at the end of his video, he had this poem.
Okay. Is there a way to kill these with melee?
Yeah. This poem was related to this cipher that he had at the beginning of this video. It was this, and he was so discreet about it. He opened up a book, moved
Oh,
the
they're
piece
so
of paper out of the
fucking
way.
hanky.
On that piece of paper was like a list of numbers that we had to decipher, and the key was the poem. And so I spent all morning, like, this was Sunday morning. I spent all morning, no, Monday morning. No, wait, when was this? Was this Tuesday?
I think
It was Monday.
Oh,
It was
was it?
Monday because we went to Gabe's party right after. So I spent all morning deciphering this code, and I
Bitch ass
got it.
kid.
Like 3 hours later, I
Oh,
realized
they
what
get
it
hella
was,
Coins.
and it said something about like where Bigfoot roams. I don't entirely remember, but the key in part was that where Bigfoot roams, and we were like, okay. He mentioned in the video west a lot. He had this drone shot that looked like it was from Bald Mountain, looking over these two lakes, and
Prefer facial.
we were like,
hair.
okay, so it's around Bald Mountain somewhere, and it's west of some sort. And then later in the video, he had this, when he was reading the poem, he was by this fireplace, like outdoors, and they had this photo of Washington, like President Washington, and a spittoon, like a golden spittoon. And we're like, wait a second, that has to mean something. Turns out there's a lake around Bald Mountain, west of
fucking
Bald
ball.
Mountain, named Washington Lake.
Yep.
And we were like, oh shit, this is it. It's around Washington Lake somewhere. And so, also in the video, he mentioned, what was? Oh yeah. So in the video, right after he moved the cipher page out of the way, he opened up his atlas, which showed a map, and he was doing this demonstration on how to, like orient a compass or something, or how to get like direct like degrees from a compass and a map and whatnot. And he had this number, it was like 56 or something. And we thought, okay, maybe 56 is something, maybe not. We don't know. Because in the comments, someone asked if there was any hints at the start, and he said there's only one hint at the start of the video. We thought that was the cipher. It wasn't the cipher. It was 56 degrees. And so anyways, me and my sister, we thought we had it. We were like, okay, it's around the Boy Scout. It's around the campgrounds out around Washington Lake. And we thought, okay, Crystal Trail is right next to Washington Lake, and it runs west all the way to this other lake that kind of looks like a Bigfoot. And it has campgrounds next to it. So we're like, okay, Boy Scouts go there a lot, Bigfoot, and it's west. That's it. This has to be where it is. We hike our happy asses up there, search for like 3 hours or so,
I made a mistake.
didn't find anything, had to turn around because we didn't want to be late for that party. And on the way down, we meet up with our dad and his friend. He comes up and he goes, we got a photo. We're like, you guys got a photo? Yeah. They're like,
I made a fucking mistake. I made a big mistake.
And on this photo was the exact location of where the treasure was hidden. And we were like, okay, they're going to find it. They have to find it. We're right there. Didn't find it. They spent so long, and they were like searching around. They couldn't find anything. They went south of the lake a little bit to where the dam was, and they found this trail marking.
Okay.
And they were like, oh, okay, hold on. There's got to be something with this 56 degrees trail and the trail marking and whatnot. Like something. They're trying to figure something out. They look over more west, and they're like, there's another trail marking. And so they walk over to it, and they think, okay, west is best, which was mentioned in the poem, meaning that of these two trail markers, we should probably pick the west one, and from there draw a line at 56 degrees and see if there's like some type of crossing or like intersection that would like X marks the spot. You know?
Quick question: have you considered that it's a latitude or a longitude, not an angle?
No, because at the beginning of the video, he was talking about, he said 56 in regards to 56 degrees on a compass. And so we thought that latitude and longitude didn't matter. And it didn't matter. Story didn't matter because I'll tell you in a second. And so they start walking this line of 56 degrees, and they passed this island, blah, blah, blah. It kept going. Oh, I forgot. There was this other clue on Instagram. He had a post. Okay. He had this post that had the song by Simon and Garfunkel that said, like, I am a rock, I am an island. And we're like, ooh, island. So everyone's looking for this island. And there's an island on Long Lake, which looked like a Bigfoot. And the line of 56 ran right through that island. And they're like, fuck, okay. So they went on to that small island, searched around, couldn't find it. And they started walking the line of 56 degrees again, kept going through the shrubbery, hit these massive cliffs, and they had to turn around. But somewhere along the line, they ended up with cell service. And they opened up Instagram to see if he had uploaded any more clues. And we see that somebody else had already found it. And we were like, fuck. And so he looked at the location, because hey, they found it, they put the like a marker on where the chest was. And I was like, where is that? No idea where it was. So he got home, got on Google Maps, found Long Lake, which is the lake with Bigfoot with the dam, found the second trail marker that was more west, and drew a line of 56 degrees. And he kept going, and this line landed on this island at this lake called Watson Lake, which was exactly where the treasure was buried, which really fucking sucks, because they were walking that line, couldn't find it, they were late. If we had one more day, we would have found it. We had everything there. This sucked. I was so disappointed. Damn. Like, halfway through Gabe's party, I saw that somebody else had found it, and I was just like, that's sad. Dang. Inside this treasure chest was like a kilo of silver, which turns out to be like $700. Yeah. This metal sextant, which you can get for like $1,000. An old shipwreck coin, which is like worth a couple $100 more, and like it was fun. It was like a huge treasure chest, and we solved it too. Like if we had one more day, if we had just 12 more hours, we would have had it. Yeah. So disappointing. That is. Most definitely. Being a treasure hunter was fun.
That is. How rich do you have to be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm gonna make other people find shit that I don't want in my house anymore. That's expensive.
This guy saved up for 2.5 years to do this. Oh. Just collecting silvers and whatnot.
Still cool.
Oh, dude, it's so much fun. His whole idea of this was to get people out into the wilderness more.
Ooh, dark oak.
And it fucking worked. Or I guess for me, it worked in my family.
Are you guys not outside enough?
The last time I really was outside hiking was Escalante.
All right.
And that was before I came back to the diner. Pretty sure that was last fall, right? No, that was the spring? I don't know. I think it was before I was back at the diner.
All right.
Holy shit, they just got... Oh my god.
Dude, those guys messed me up so hard.
I'm clapping.
What do they call those? Like Goku
dogs is what they call them. That's not what they're called though.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's a fucking acid dragon.
Acid dragon. That sounds dope.
Skip it up a bow, skip it up a bow. I got him. CJ, how many people are still here? CJ, how many people are still here?
Caden.
Okay.
Maddie.
Okay.
Kenzie.
Okay.
Connor.
Okay.
The writer father.
All right.
Alex.
'Kay.
There might
So sister and Oliver. Friends here?
not all of them.
Okay.
But there could be people in crevices that I didn't notice.
Alright.
I went in with one mission in mind, and that mission was
Kill the fucking villagers.
kill the fucking tree heads of Gilmore. No, my main goal was to
Go pee.
release all of the liquids from my body, like, the forefathers before me.
CJ had
Yeah.
diarrhea, everyone.
My mission was accomplished. I was crying really fucking
and
hard.
ejaculating at the same time.
Whoa, that
and
is
spitting. All the fluids.
Spitting bars too.
Spitting bars. Rapping in the bathroom, crying and jerking off.
This antibacterial hand soap has me acting like a Taiwanese sailor.
I don't know.
What? Taiwanese sailor.
I don't know where that came from.
I don't want to deal with the dragon back there. I don't want to do it.
What do those do? Oh, they start
Wacky.
battles. Look at that. Interesting.
We're gonna be very strategic and very smart here,
Let's talk video games.
What video game?
dude. The new but not fucking Bethesda. From Software games coming out. Elden Ring
Oh, you told me about that.
looks phenomenal.
So, what other games have they made?
FromSoft makes like Dark Souls, Sekiro.
Okay.
Dude, Sekiro, that was a hard game. The game is so difficult.
Clap, 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 clap your fucking cheeks, you
Dude,
stupid.
Bailey, you're doing so good.
I mean, I'm just running at things.
Yeah. But like
Well, he got.
this is better than my first time. So you've improved a lot.
Well, I play this game.
I played it once
Oh,
and I was sleep deprived at the same time.
I played it a couple times.
I kind of want to pull another all-nighter
Why?
because it was kind of fun. Something special about watching the sun set and then watching it rise.
Corey, just for reference,
Oh yeah.
everyone, like
You can sleep and do both of those things.
Yeah, but then I got to get up early and I don't do that.
I would say, what would you say, like, 3 weeks ago, Corey was complaining about how shit his sleep schedule was.
Dude, I was asleep at 4, awake at 12.
That's how I am right now.
I hated it.
I love it.
Hated it.
I personally think that it's like a wet fucking mud bath.
You know, give it. I
That
kind of
doesn't
like
sound
that.
pleasant.
Just because of all of the alone time that I get.
Yeah.
Like that's nice.
My problem with it was that Theo is a morning dog and I'm not a morning dog. And so
Yeah, you're
Theo,
a morning human, silly.
I'm not a morning human either.
My dog will get up whenever I get up, and even then she'll probably go
Lucky.
and like sleep on the couch. Like she'll get me up like 10 to go out real quick, but
10, I wish. Theo, I think since I got Theo like a year and a half ago, I've not slept more than 5 hours in a row. Because that dog naps, he's like polyphasic. So he never sleeps longer than 4 hours at a time, 5 hours at a time.
wacky.
Anyways, I like mornings, but I'm not a morning person.
My dog will sleep like all fucking day. Then again, she's not old, but she's old. She's like middle aged.
Yeah, dogs do that. Right now, Theo needs 12 hours of sleep, which is the same, not the same as humans. But once they get older, they need closer to 15, 16. Some even get up to 17. I think Maddie, my old dog, I think she slept for 17, 18 hours a day.
Damn. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my dog. She'll just fucking nap all day.
Bunkium ore. What else do I need for the hammer? Is it just chunkium ore in the hammer shaft?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude. I'm about to go make this shit.
Can't believe that Dan already left.
It's
He-
really slow, but it does a lot of damage.
I know, Dan left so early.
How long have we been podcasting for?
I don't know.
It's like an hour and a half, 2 hours just about. But then again, I don't know.
Really, how long have we been going for?
CJ says exact time. Says I'm not sure.
Was that the exact time?
I don't know. It doesn't
Was it
say.
an hour and a half?
54 minutes. We've been going for 54 minutes.
Wow, it feels
That's
like
not
much
bad.
longer than that.
I can make myself deaf towards all of you, so I can't hear nothing.
I kind of like forgot about.
Oh yeah? Can you hear me now?
No.
I've got 10 peanut butters.
can't.
I have 10
Wait,
peanut
okay.
butters.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
But you just heard me.
No, I didn't.
Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, every time I make a inappropriate gesture with my mouth and my
shot.
vocal cords, I turn to my right, which is where the main
What the
writer-
fuck?
the
What
main-
the
Buff Gronk?
3 of them.
3 Buff Gronk?
I don't want
Yeah.
to do this.
You're
Buff
fucked,
Gronk.
I don't
Bailey.
wanna
I'm
do this.
sorry.
Dude, you're flying. What the hell? Oh yeah, you got like the quadruple jump.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to. I just wanted to fight normal enemies.
You're gonna get fuckered. I apologize.
It's okay.
Can Bailey not like run fast away?
I mean, they'll just chase you around the map forever and ever. So we're gonna try to last ditch this shit. Fuck, where's the chunkium?
Dude.
Go faster, go faster.
Fuck. Okay, there we go. That's
Dude.
building. Okay, and then we're gonna distract. My eyes are getting sweaty.
He got
Okay.
those sweaty eyes.
That's called crying, dude.
Okay. Okay. No, everything's okay.
Is it?
Ooh, get him. Oh, you're less than half health.
Why? I was at.
Oh.
I was at like a quarter a
Yeah,
second
he
ago.
was.
So this is an
Oh,
improvement.
Half health. Oh!
Who the fuck spawns 3 buff Gronks?
That was good. That was
Dude,
a good run.
you played for like a solid hour. That was impressive.
Yes, please.
Have
I
a
don't
run.
want to. I don't want to anymore. I want to be a part of this conversation. It's so hard to like listen to you guys and try not to
All right.
die. Oh, I'm so fucking hot.
You ever wonder why your microphone's not working? when
Jarvis,
you're
the
like,
gamer god, is sitting in his throne right now.
You're like, oh yeah, I turned my headphones off.
Yeah, that is most definitely what I did.
Hi Bailey, welcome.
Let me drink
Bailey.
some isopropyl alcohol first. real
No, you don't need to clean your
On my what?
insides. Hey,
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
CJ,
For
you got my
for
barrel?
reference to any listeners, which
Can I
I don't
have
think
my
we have
barrel?
any. Dom and I have been sick,
And
and
CJ.
CJ has had viral pneumonia.
Viral
have.
feminine.
He's a survivor.
My lungs were literally like a week ago filled with fucking
Hours.
baba ganoush, an ancient Italian dish.
Baba Ganoush.
You guys need a weak immune systems.
Okay, just because someone gets sick does not mean you are better than them, Corey. That is such a fucking god complex. What the fuck?
To be
Hey.
fair, I haven't, aside from the COVID shot, aside from getting my second shot of the vaccine, I have not been sick for like 4 years.
Goddamn. You know, I
Like, and I don't really
I'm-
count cold sick because I
I'm-
don't get headaches or anything.
I think
well, I mean this I've pretty
I'm gonna
much
do
had a
this round on
cold.
normal.
Well, I think that's more just like I don't think like a cold sickness, but like still get runny nose and stuffy noses, but it's not
Yeah.
from it's because of the weather, I think,
Right.
or from allergies.
Yeah.
But like headache and like nausea or like
Ooh,
throwing up,
sensitive
I haven't
stuff.
done that in forever.
You know, man, it's pretty rare for me to throw up. I don't know. With
Dan
my
threw
COVID
up
shot,
yesterday.
I don't know if I was actually like sick from the COVID shot. I think it was more just I've been sick on top of drinking. That waking up yesterday, I was kind of groggy because I didn't sleep and I'd been drinking. I'd already been sick. You know, like other than that, I didn't feel any more shitty than I had been feeling. Other than my first few hours being awake, which I blame on drinking. So.
Yeah.
Hey kids, alcohol is really bad for your immune system, your liver, your brain. It damages pathways. These connections
Neurological pathways.
that are made out of neurological bones.
What time is it?
It's 9:30.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Hey,
Damn.
what time do you go to the dentist? 9:30.
10:45.
The original joke is
10:45.
what time do you go to the dentist? And you know the funny man says 2:30
2:30.
because
2:30.
That's such an original joke, dude.
Oh yeah. All
It's
of
like,
CJ's jokes are
I never heard it
original as
before.
fuck.
Do you know
I
Candace?
thought we were shit. Who's Candace?
from Phineas and
Phineas and Ferb. There's 104 days to some vacation.
Like maybe.
Annual
What did you watch as a kid? What was the go-to entertainment as a
Avatar: The Last Airbender, Phineas and Ferb, SpongeBob SquarePants up until like season 4 or something, and then what was another one? The Office with my dad.
Nice. Mine was Friday the 13th.
You're like my sister. She grew up with like Scream and Saw and other horror thriller movies.
You know, I didn't watch Avatar for the first time until I was 13.
That's still young enough.
I mean, is it?
Yeah, to get nostalgia from it.
All right.
I mean, I got nostalgia from Minecraft. I didn't play that till I was 12 or 13.
All right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I was so picky with shows when I was little. Like, I remember the majority of the shit on Cartoon Network. I fucking hated it. Other than Kids Next Door. Codename Kids Next Door was the shit.
I had a video game of Code. It was awesome. It was on the original Xbox. That was that Scooby-Doo game on the original Xbox, and I have no idea how I played them. Because our Xbox was like modded or something. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah.
What about you, Bailey? What do you
I watched a little bit of Avatar: The Last Airbender, a little bit of Johnny Test, SpongeBob.
Oh my
when
God.
Johnny Test.
SpongeBob when my siblings were, Phineas and Ferb when my siblings were, but alone, National Geographic and Discovery Channel was my go-to.
That's why you're so much smarter than all of us.
You know, I don't know. I liked my nice and sciencey weird shit
The
like
doc-
that.
I was more into like
Documentaries are fun as
Cosmos and
fuck.
Vsauce.
I honestly didn't really get interested in science, like anything science, until like sophomore year.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is awesome.
For me, it was when I was little, and then I kind of like grew out of it slowly, but now I'm kind of getting back into all of it. And I'm
Dude,
like, you know,
science
this
is just
shit's
so cool.
really legit.
I don't think age of introduction means anything because I was introduced to science shit when I was like 6, and I'm still like, you know, a cardboard fucking box when it comes to intelligence. So you know, it's okay.
Yeah, but your cardboard box is fucking dense.
You're right, but another thing, cardboard boxes are
Strong.
low-key kind of modern.
You can like
And strong.
hold people in them,
Yep.
like give them to a kid, entertain for hours, dude.
You could make a boat out of one if you covered it in enough duct tape.
That's true. You can make like,
Give it to your cat and give it to a dollhouse.
dude, you can make like
You could make a
anything
playhouse
out
out
of
of it.
Have you
Yeah.
seen that video by Ryan Higa where he made like stop motion?
Sham,
cardboard stuff?
What?
Corey, did you watch that video I sent you of the guys fucking
Weird
doing shit with
soup.
plastic?
It's to make that it's a bowl in the cauldron with the spurgins.
Okay.
Oh, so
I
is
really
this
wanna
like
try it.
dangerous?
Did
no,
I?
I don't know.
I don't
Did
think
you?
so.
I sent you a
It
link.
was
You
fun.
saved it. It's on Snapchat.
Messing with plastic.
Yeah. Either way, these guys would get.
If I knew where my phone was, I'd watch it. But I
these
don't know
guys
where
would
my
get
phone is.
recyclable plastic, and they had a panini press. And they
Panini
just,
press?
Yeah, they had a fucking panini
What's
press.
that?
Like the sandwich. It's like it's two flat iron yeah, it's like two flat tops
Yeah.
that are like that big, and then you just smush them together on a sandwich.
Oh,
Anyways.
it's a food thing. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought it was
yeah.
like hydraulic press.
No,
No, like
Okay.
a panini,
Nah.
like a sandwich.
Anyways,
Yeah, I
man,
got it. Okay.
these
Kinda want
guys
a panini.
they'd get all this recyclable plastic, and they'd put it on the panini press, and then they'd I don't know, they'd just bend and mold it together and smash it some more and all of that just to melt it, and it
Yeah.
wouldn't be enough to like smoke it or anything. It was like perfect temperature for just melting it,
It's awesome.
and then they were molding it into all of these new things that were really cool because you know different colored plastics, it would have like a weird marbling effect.
That's
And it was-
cool.
oh,
Dude,
dude, I watched them make like a table, and I watched them make like pens, and like they made all sorts of random shit.
we
out of
should have
this
saved all the
plastic.
glass bottles from Gabe's party.
We can get many more glass bottles.
That's very true. But I saved up a couple, and when you move in, we're gonna light my forge and like sculpt them.
Come on, baby, light my forge.
Not the grass. Well, I don't know. Are we gonna anneal? Is anneal the word? 'Cause
Anil?
if we don't anneal,
Uh,
is Kenzie leaving her?
Oh my god! Oh
killing
my
her?
god! What am I
She
doing?
can't
What am I
take
doing?
It,
Yeah.
it
The fuck
requires
did
the
I do?
special. You only made it to day 1.
Look, I'm not saying I'm the better gamer here, but
Okay, Corey, what other video games do you have?
I kinda wanted to speed
rage
on
quit for
Minecraft.
you.
Okay, speedrun Minecraft, Corey. I'm gonna show
You
you.
know, every single time
I
CJ
can
tries to
speedrun
speedrun Minecraft, he's like, okay, Tom, you gotta watch this. I'm gonna have it done in like 10 minutes. 10 minutes tops.
10 minutes? No way.
And then all of a sudden, it's like 40 minutes later, and CJ's like, yeah, no, I gave up on that quest. And then, like, he'll finally get it, and he'll be like, watch this. Watch. Read the credits. Read the credits. Bitch killed the Ender Dragon. Read the credits.
I've never beat the game in front of you.
And what?
Wait, switch it to
What are we talking about?
1.16.1.
Where's Barry go?
I'm gonna go pee.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one.
you
This
got
one?
pee-pee?
That
I
one
come
works.
back with good topic for us to talk
Okay.
About
So-
pee-pee?
about.
You gotta
No.
switch your headphones.
About
I just want you to know
Barry
that
come back, he talk about human pee-pee.
I
It'd be a
can't
good
actually
time.
speedrun Minecraft.
No?
Unless do you want to or?
Oh, do you
That
want
don't
to?
bug me.
I do. But
Okay,
you can't.
here you can do it first.
You sure you don't want to?
I wanna see how fast you do it.
I'm not. I'm like barely even
You
2
can-
hours,
you
and
can
that's if
do
I'm lucky.
You
Like,
gotta
I'm
go.
not. I'm not good.
You're not.
I've gotten to the Nether pretty
Really,
quickly.
I've had people do this to
Yeah,
me
I
so
can do
many
the nether,
times that,
like,
like, you know, you can feel all my
quickly,
bones,
but
like,
it's, like, once-
honking back and forth.
We just gotta
Like,
get
do
do
this
good.
to CJ now.
Good seed. Good seed. Good seed.
Oh, okay.
His are way easier to roll.
What?
Oh.
got women hands. When Dom does it, it's so painful.
Is it? Dude, I want to try going lefty. Because I know I've got more strength in my left hand. Ooh, well, maybe not.
I feel like you're just damaging my
Corey, can you do that?
Do what?
Where you bend people's knuckles?
I don't do that because I don't think that most people are masochists,
Come on, Corey.
and I also am not a masochist.
Corey, do it to me, Corey. Corey,
I don't
please,
want-
Corey,
no,
please,
I've
Corey,
never
please,
done it
come on,
before. I don't
Corey,
wanna-
please.
No, that would be so mean.
Just
Nice
try
and
it on me, Daddy. Just really fast. It'll be great.
What? I'm Steve.
He is Steve,
I'm Steve.
master of all four elements.
Steve.
Stephen.
Wood,
Wood.
crafting,
Wood.
mining,
Wood.
surviving.
The end. Hello, my name is Stephen. Welcome to the jungle.
Oh. Steve
Today
Irwin.
I'm gonna show you how to craft
Oh.
a wooden workbench. Dom, can I sing you a song?
Dude, sing us a song. Really?
Okay, I'm gonna.
What is this?
It's gonna take me a minute to figure out.
I thought that ukulele was not here.
Corey is the bestest Minecraft player in the world. My voice is super shot because I have had a cold, which we can actually blame on CJ because he's a ho.
Should I write my own lyrics, or should I should I do the basic lyrics, or should I write my own?
I mean, it's up to you.
Do whatever one you just do, like a mix,
Oh my god, Corey, why are these guitar strings so fucking loose?
because it's an electric guitar.
Well, the ones on my electric are really tight because mine sucks, but most
Oh,
electric
really?
guitars have really loose strings like that.
Okay.
They've always been looser than acoustics.
I've always gotten used to CJs, and CJs are like just as tight as an acoustic.
Oh, I kind of wish the electric felt like more like an acoustic.
I don't like it that much because I like being able to like.
That sounded dope. Slap ukulele.
Anyways,
What I really want is a village, but I probably don't have any. Ooh, this'll work.
bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Lick on these nuts and suck a dick. Copping my ride and we'll go far. Bitches ain't shit
This is beautiful.
but hoes and tricks. So lick on these nuts and suck
Ah.
a dick. Ever since I was 9, I would watch Corey in the house. always reminded me of family I never had. Oh, Disney Plus.
Got that Loki and that fucking what's the song called? Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Nice.
All jokes aside, CJ, that was actually really beautiful. I like that.
Thank you.
I like that a lot.
Shit, it's gone.
I was so close to reclaiming my throne.
Oh, I need water. Whatever, I'll find water down
You
there.
have ice purple alcohol right there. I was thinking.
Close
right,
enough,
so
honestly.
I was thinking in the while I was in the restroom.
Good spot to have
And
thoughts.
I want to know. What? So preface to this is
Have you ever seen
I've been
the
watching on Netflix. There's a show called it's a animated podcast called Midnight Gospel.
Dude,
Have you ever seen it?
I've seen the first episode that one night you
Bailey,
told me to.
Bailey, I said one night that all of us should just watch Midnight Gospel and just do a podcast on Midnight Gospel.
Oh,
Like,
fuck.
I literally threw that
We
idea out
we
there.
literally need to do this. We need to do this.
How much do we need to watch? All of it?
They're only like 20 minutes. We could watch all 6 or 8 or whatever
Ah!
it is in 2 hours.
You already found fucking diamonds.
That was so lucky. And a lava pool. I need water
But-
though.
The second episode is the one that deals with death, or one of the episodes that deals with death.
Oh, really?
That's the cow, or like the weird cow things that go
where
through the meat.
the meat right.
And I was, death scares me, but I was curious what scares Dominic, and why does it scare you, and what's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear. Ooh, that's a good one. You know, man, I've got quite a few, but at the end of the day, it's probably just eternal loneliness as well as death. You know, because like that's a fucking spooky one. Especially I'm pretty goddamn like as not agnostic as you can get. You know, like by all means I don't drink only Dr. Pepper, but don't know if you understand that. Yeah, CJ does though.
Yeah.
CJ
I
does.
don't understand it, but I thought it was funny.
It's
regardless.
because
Alright,
Dr. Pepper's like in between Coke.
It's
and root beer.
it's neither
Oh, I get it. Okay.
it's neither root beer nor cola. What is it? We don't like. Let me just let me read something for us real quick, and then we'll get back on topic here.
23 distinct flavors or whatever.
Nah.
So they actually made Dr. Pepper to
Oh.
taste like they wanted a soda that tasted really good with like barbecue sauce.
See, Dr. Pepper
Whoops.
was if I wanted a soda, which I don't drink soda often, Dr. Pepper's my go-to.
All right, everyone.
Please
I've got
don't
something
fuck up.
for
Please
us.
don't fuck up.
Got
Please
something
don't
to read
fuck
real
up.
quick,
Yes.
and it is. We cannot know with certainty if God or Christ exists. They could. Then again, there could be a giant reptilian bird in charge of everything. Can we be certain there isn't? No. So it's pointless to talk about.
Oh, I missed one. Wow.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's-
Corey, before we continue this, will you fucking turn the sound down? It is very loud.
Really? It's, like,
so
perfect for me.
so loud for
Oh
us.
yeah, for you, you're the gamey boy. You,
How's
you
that?
want some gaming?
I mean, still loud, but much
Really?
better. Yeah.
Also, why does the overworld have classic graphics but the Nether doesn't?
I don't know.
That's weird.
I don't know. I messed up my.
So where does this quote? What's this? What
Wait.
did this quote want to preface? Like, what was the point of that?
Okay, the volume is on 1%.
You know, the point of that is just South Park makes fun of a lot of things, and they
Ooh,
made
lag.
fun of agnostics in an episode.
Why is it lagging
and
so much?
I personally am agnostic, and
So,
I found it
dude,
to
it's
be
right there.
absolutely like hysterical on how
What
neutral
the
they were
hell?
with the entire thing about everything. Like they'd only, you know, there's a part in the episode where this one girl's like, I saw an angel, and then
Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
They're like, skip forward, and the guy's just like, they're all living inside of this this house that all got adopted because their parents are all pieces of shit, and he's down there just like spraying them with fucking Dr. Pepper out of like a fire hose, and he's like, "Did you see an angel?" And she's like, "No." And the guy would like spray more with Dr. Pepper, and he'd be like, "You're not sure about that. You could have been sprayed. You could have seen an angel." And he's all spraying it with more Dr. Pepper.
Oh, I left my
He's like, "Did you see an angel?" And he's like, I don't know. And he's like, "Very good." And then he'd spray some more with some Dr. Pepper.
Oh, a sword is weak. Oh,
My favorite scene in that episode is when the
There we
cops come to the house and they just find
I don't got any
barrels of
food.
Dr. Pepper in the basement and a girl soaked in fucking Dr. Pepper hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah. Yep.
I think I always liked South Park because it took like a real world problem. Or sometimes some episodes are just fucked up. Other episodes though are like a real world issue or like some kind of common issue that people can relate to, and then Stan or Kyle trying to solve it in the most logical, moral way possible.
And everyone's
then
like, "That doesn't make sense."
Everyone else is like, "Shut the fuck up! You're so fucking stupid. Why
Oh,
would we
like
do that like that?"
The episode where the economy crashes and Kyle's just like,
I don't.
"This
Oh,
is
go ahead, I
just
need
a
food."
piece of plastic." And he like pays off all of everyone's debts, and his mom's like bawling, like, "Kyle, sweetie, no, you're gonna be in debt for the rest of your life." It's just Margaritaville. The episode's called fucking Margaritaville.
What's the episode?
Dude, that's so lucky. But I need food.
Maybe it was like the one where the people from Jersey attack. I don't know. It was like
Snooky one, smoosh, smoosh.
Snooky one, snoosh. Fucking it's maybe it's Stan. I don't know. Stan wants to resolve the war, between or like he doesn't want his dad to shoot at all these Jersey people. Ends up killing them all. But
You know,
you remember the episode I'm talking about?
Well, I know the episode. I don't recall Stan trying to fix it all. I recall it because come to find out, Kyle's
That's right, they
mom
don't drop food.
is from Jersey, and Kyle is like 1/4 Jersey. And he all cuts his hair, and it's just really edgy, and everyone's calling everyone Muff Cabbage, and just remember Snooki wanting smoosh smoosh. And then I remember Al Qaeda at the end comes to help him destroy all of them, and Al Qaeda comes, and then Stan's dead. Stan kills the oh my god, who's the guy?
I know who you're talking about. The guy
Yeah.
from the show.
Well, no, he was like actually the terrorist who got killed like
Oh.
10 years ago.
Oh, Osama bin Laden. He
Yeah.
was killed on my birthday.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, either way, yeah, they kill Osama bin Laden, and in the episode, and he's like, "Yeah, we got him." But
Guys, I need
We
food,
got 'em.
but there's like
Yeah.
nothing.
I don't know. I just
yeah,
South Park's
you're in
dope.
the nether, Corey.
There's like mushroom and and the pig things.
I mean,
Go to that chest.
I
Maybe
guess you're
there's-
right. Find some golden apples.
I could kill pigmen for
Did
rotten
you just
flesh.
start
Yeah, maybe like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, you
Or
hungry
something.
boy.
and you have diamonds?
Yeah, I got lucky and found them. Like as soon as I dug down.
Dude, I suck at Minecraft.
Oh, that's you.
So, but
Dude,
back to this. I'm picking a Dom here. All I've heard is that you are agnostic and you have this quote and it relates to South Park and you're spraying people with Dr. Pepper, but I still don't know why. Like, is it for me, what I'm understanding from this is that we have a similar fear of like dying and then not knowing what happens.
Yeah.
And being alone, like not alone, but like what's the word?
You
It's
know,
not gonna be
I
there.
kind of had those as two separate thoughts, but they do most definitely go together. I mean, I guess the end story with death is the fact that no one necessarily knows what happens, and there's roughly 4,200 religions in the world that are all correct, and at the end of the day, there's a good possibility that there could be absolutely nothing. And I feel like religion was this thing created to give a lot of people hope, in life. And, just knowing there's a possibility that, like, none of that is necessarily real is just really terrifying to think that one day there will be nothing, and I will be nothing, and nothing that I did will ever matter because
See, that's the beauty of it, though, is that nothing matters. So do whatever you want and live a life that you think is purposeful. There's this one quote, I don't know who said it, I don't know, but it said that the purpose of life is a purposeful life. So it's like, it kind of gives into that whole idea where there might be nothing. Nothing's going to matter. So you might as well live the way you want and give yourself meaning. Meaning is something that we give ourselves. I would take it for granted and
I don't know.
do whatever you want.
See, I would almost contradict that because some people,
Really?
in like for me especially, like just saying what I'm doing is important to me does not necessarily mean that I think it's meaningful.
Yeah.
Like to me something that's meaningful would be like, and this might just be the way I was brought up or like just current ideals and morals I have right now, but like being able to put my kids or family, and maybe I don't even have kids, I don't know yet, but putting the people I love in a position where they get to live their life to the fullest, it would be a meaningful life for me.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So you know what the invisible hand is?
Yeah, it's the one I jerk off with.
No, it's like you create
So when you close your eyes,
you
go
create
left,
cars, and
pretend
eventually
it's
you create
someone
gas
else.
stations, and the gas stations create something else, blah blah blah, like convenience store, blah. You know, like carries on. I always thought
Domino
that that's
effect.
called the invisible hand, and
Thought
if
of
you
that
live
as
your life
domino
doing
effect.
what makes you happy and what makes you feel like you have purpose, it could help other people, and that in itself could be your own purpose.
You know, I don't know. None of that shit necessarily.
Wait, I have stuff to crap to pick at.
No quotes or anything that I necessarily hear from anybody along that topic necessarily persuades my idea on the subject as a whole. You know.
Oh my
it's
god!
always- Corey just died.
I went to play some block.
I like how we're talking about death while
Fucking
Corey should
die.
play fucking Minecraft. He died.
Minecraft's
Corey,
a
was
really
it worth
cool
it?
software game.
Was what worth it?
That you got your diamonds, you got all of your stuff, and then it's over. Now you're starting.
It happens hundreds of times. I'm just gonna start again.
See, but that's the difference between dying in a video game and dying in real life is you leave people behind in real life.
Yeah.
Like,
Ooh.
I mean, arguably, like you also get a reset button in a fucking video game. But
Well, I mean, maybe you do in life.
yeah, maybe there's a
Maybe.
Okay. Me and CJ were talking about this the other day. In my car, we went on a late night drive, and I really like Adventure Time. In case no one here knows that I fucking love Adventure Time.
We gotta
Like,
binge
quite a
that when
bit.
you move in, because I have not finished it.
Oh, dude, I'm so down. But anyways,
I
they
still haven't
Oh,
seen it.
It's a
You know what?
village.
I still haven't really seen too much Adventure Time.
Yeah. Well, either way, there's I don't know if CJ, you got to go home and watch all of Adventure Time. There's Adventure Time Distant Lands, which is the newest one that they've came out with, and they're only planning to do four like hour-long episodes that kind of go more in depth with the characters. And episode 3, you know, they haven't come out with episode 4 yet, but episode 3 is Finn ends up dying, and
Dude! No, it's okay.
I mean it's
I
he
Bruh! Oh, I'm devastated right now.
he was like fucking 90, Corey.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, well at least it wasn't like a sad death.
Is Jake
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dog still alive?
No.
Okay, good.
Jake died. Jake's a dog. Jake died a really long fucking time ago. And the way that Adventure Time kind of like treats death is that they went in and Finn died, and depending on where you are, like mentally, you know how attached you are to all of these. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's for everything. Like you.
Possessions?
It's another word. It's not quite possessions.
Like material goods.
Yeah, material goods. The more you're attached to all of these material goods and all of these things, depending on the type of person that you were, kind of decides on which level within death you're at. And it goes 1 to 50. So 1, all of the people there are just kind of living in mud, and I don't know, they're just bitching and complaining. You can slowly work your way up. And Finn gets told that he's said to go to Death World like 30, 32 or 35 or something, and he's really, really set on finding Jake, so he just kind of disobeys all rules, just trying to find Jake, not knowing what Death World Jake's in, not necessarily knowing how, you know, anything in the Death World works.
Whoops.
You know, which even, you know, as the viewer, you do not understand how the fuck the Death World works until you are towards the end of the episode, pretty much, which is 40 minutes long. But I don't know. Pretty much, Jake had ended up finding like Nirvana and was at 50, and Finn went up and tried to find him and got all the way up there as high as he could, and ended up dragging Jake down. But Jake was just completely disconnected from everything. So the idea here, to end it with what I thought was interesting, was that you have all these death worlds, but at the same time you're able to decide if you want to start again or if you want to continue living there, because you're able to work your way up within the death worlds, or you can choose to restart. So they end up restarting again. At first it was just going to be Finn, because Finn started at Death World 35. You know, and it was a really sad episode, to be honest, because Finn was, the entire time he saw Jake, he was like, Jake, like, I went on and life was good, but, I always just wanted to see you again, which was, kind of just, like, really sad. And you were like, damn, like, that's, because, like, from what you gather, like, Jake's a dog. Jake lived maybe another, like, 7 years after the fucking series ended. And I don't know either way. The end of the episode, Finn, originally it's just Finn, and Finn's going back to try and live again so that he cannot be quite as attached to Jake and try to come up further and learn more within the living realm. But I don't know, last minute Jake just kind of joins him, and then they go again to go and live another life, which actually it's... Corey, have you seen the last episode of Adventure Time?
No.
Oh yeah, you were telling me earlier.
Does it just loop the show?
Can I give out some spoilers here? Like,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily
Dude,
spoilers.
if it loops the show, that'd be pretty cool.
All right, so on the very, very last episode, it's called Come Along With Me, I'm pretty sure, but it skips to like 1,000 years in the future, where there's these two friends that are kind of hanging out, and they end up finding this one of Finn's arms from a war that was fought like long ago, from like 1,000 years ago, and they end up finding BMO, and it's kind of funny and fucked, because BMO literally can't remember Jake and Finn's names throughout the entire, like, the ending of it. He remembers them, but he can't remember their names, so he ends up just giving them some random names. But it just shows the friends, and that was the last episode. But then the third episode of Distant Lands kind of shows that they're going to go and like restart. So I was wondering if potentially they were the two people in the very last episode, which I thought was pretty cool to think about. But either way, the ideals on the different aspects of, well, not necessarily aspects, but joking. The different types of afterlives in different religions, I've always found to be really, really cool. However, at the end of the day, I always see it as you don't know, and there's so many of them that you will never know, and that's kind of spoopy.
You don't know until you know.
Yeah, you don't know.
That's true.
Unless you don't, when everything's black and your consciousness is gone, then you'll never know, because you were just nothing.
Can I
That's kind of what I think is going to happen.
throw
It'll
in
be
my
like
2
sleeping
cents?
without dreams. What, CJ?
So, there's a lot of things that I really want to say right now, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to condense it, because this was I want to say like 2 years ago, this was like one of the only things that I would think about, right? Is like death, and what it all meant to me personally, and I watch a lot of YouTube. And there's this one YouTube video that explored the idea of optimistic nihilism, which is essentially what Corey is talking about, and how, like, in a world without any meaning at all, still has so much meaning, because, you are in the world that exists right now, right? It's like a very in the moment kind of philosophy, where it's like, things might not have any divine meaning, but everything from beer to ice cream to, fucking video games, whatever, exists right now, right? Technological advancements, exist right now in the moment, and you're alive to experience, new generations of things, right? So really, in a way, it is all kind of meaningless, but, like, it's still happening, and you might as well just embrace it, right? But I also thought, about death, and just like there being absolutely nothing, just forever, right? And that thought fucking terrified the fuck out of me when I was younger, until I realized that, for something to be infinite, that means that there's also an infinite amount of chances that something else is going to happen, right? So I feel like death is just, it's like closing your eyes and then opening them up, right? You die. Dominic will die, right? And there will never be like another Dominic. But I don't know, when you die and like it's.
Oh my God.
I feel like
I'm terrible.
I feel like you kind of just experience everything, if that makes any sense. Not when you die, but like I feel like every human life you will at least see through your eyes, and it's not like it's your eyes, right? I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe for me. It's kind of like reincarnation, but without like the religious aspect of it. And I feel like that kind of helped me a little bit because, you know, if something doesn't last forever, then nothing else doesn't last forever. That's essentially the moral of the story.
Interesting.
But
Yeah, I think death is kind of like going to sleep, but you don't have any dreams. So like, there's just
Eternal
there's
darkness
something, and then
nothingness.
and then there's absolutely nothing. No consciousness, no patches of time.
That doesn't piss you off?
No, not at all.
That would make me furious.
I don't know. I'm pretty settled in my belief about death. I don't know. Come to terms with it and just like, I'm gonna live the way I want,
Like-
and the day that I don't would be the day that I die.
You know, I'm right in the middle, and I still definitely struggle on it. However, I don't think that my basic idea will change, but I think that my feelings towards it will probably change as
Whoa.
I get older. But you know, I feel like at the end of the day, you're either gonna, you know, as Corey says, close your eyes and you're gonna wake up and see something else, or you're just gonna be gone. You're gonna be, the string's gonna be cut from your tethered to existence.
I guess the reason why I'm not upset about it, about the idea of having nothingness after death, is because even though I'm not experiencing something, I'm pretty confident that other people will still be able to experience it. It's like, even though I don't exist anymore, I did exist, and that's enough for me.
For me, it's just the fact that you either will know or you won't.
Hmm.
You know, there's nothing to know if everything's just black.
I don't know. I don't really think that. Well, okay. The world is only how you perceive it, right?
Yeah.
I can't tell you guys how things are unless you see them the same way. Death could be the same way, and like, if you can't perceive it, then wait. What was my point? I had a really good point, but as I continued talking, it went away. I don't know what I was saying.
As Corey continued
Sorry.
falling into the craft.
No, I had like a really good thing, but I don't remember what it was. It's gone. It slipped away. Profound thoughts escape me a lot. So
I think that we're just trying to make sense of something that like we literally can't make any sense of because it's something that we haven't experienced.
Everyone want to hear a fun, depressing fact of the day.
yeah.
Many scholars believe that the only reason, like, why religion started to pop up was because people started having actual thoughts and they had a voice in their head that was like, hey, you should
God?
go find some water. Hey, you should go get some food. Hey, you should probably find a way to stay warm and build a shelter. And, hey, if you do this nice thing for these people, they'll probably be nice to you. And then people just kind of, they took their the voice inside of their head and just made it God.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of like God invented itself.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well,
I like that idea. Did I not see a village over
and
there?
then they just kind of built off of that with even more theories. And then,
Dude, I'm tripping.
you know, it just kind of got lost through time and became truth in quotation marks.
Mhm. But I do agree that people need something to put their faith in,
Oh, they do.
and religion's a pretty good thing to put their faith in.
I
But-
don't know.
But
if people could have faith without religion, the world would be a much better place.
I agree. I was gonna say, like, a lot of people want answers, right? Like we want answers about death and whatnot.
Yep.
I think that the only way we're gonna get concrete, solid answers is if we base things off of logic, reasoning, evidence, base our conclusions off of evidence rather than building evidence based off of our own conclusion. There's a big difference. And I
but
feel like God is
if
like,
you point it towards that way, then that just says that there's nothingness and evolution, and that really bums people out because that doesn't necessarily give people the answers that they want.
well, I mean, with death, we don't know what happens after death.
We
Even
don't.
science hasn't explained it yet.
Yeah.
We
But what I am
know.
saying is that rather than looking for answers in tales and stories of the past, why not look to answers that actually like come from your own observations and have been tested and proven many, many, many times? Why not settle with that?
The old immediate thought to this is you can't make an observation on something that
you haven't experienced.
that you haven't experienced, but you are willed to experience as soon as you are born. I think it's the fact that it is an inescapable experience that no one knows anything about that frightens people.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
And trying to apply logic to something because logic is based off of past experience and applying your knowledge of how a situation will go to come out with a favorable outcome for you. That's
Yeah.
logic-based thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But to do that, you need some sort of ground.
You need concrete evidence.
Yeah. And to do that with death, you would have to die.
Yep.
Or talk to someone who's dead.
Experience it and then come back and log it.
Yeah. But at the same time, that's
But
also
here's the
another
thing,
huge
though, like-
religious building block is people coming back from the dead. Like even Jesus. How many different religions are based around Jesus at this given moment?
Half of them.
Yeah.
Anything
Exactly.
west.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing though. If you put your faith in science, science does not give a shit about what you believe, right?
Oh, it does not.
It does not. It's the answer's the answer whether you like it or not.
But back to my point here, people don't like that. They
Yeah.
they don't like how dark and gloomy it is.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, science has never really been that dark or gloomy to me.
I've always found it fairly beautiful.
I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
It is.
Like
It
the
is,
fact
but
that nothing could have meaning yet we're still here. Is honestly prettier than religion. Anything that religion could, describe.
Dude,
myself.
yeah. The fact
You
that
know.
this didn't have to happen, but
Yeah.
it did.
Exactly.
I like that. This is like 30% of
Bailey's just
speedrunning.
looking at me, waiting for me to just scream, "I object."
Object, Dom. Object. Do it.
No.
I don't really have anything to object to. I mean, nothing that I haven't already said.
See, this is a very hard topic
This is
because
taking forever.
it's not really objective. It's very subjective.
Yeah.
Corey's just crafting it up over here.
I just need food. I need iron.
Yes, you do. You need iron to live.
I need a bucket.
You need iron in your blood.
That is true.
You
How
need
many
little-
people would it take to make a sword out of blood?
It's like 80 or something like that.
That low? I expected like at least 200.
Well, no, because I swear to God, it's got to be more than that, because I think that an entire person will only make up a nail that big and 3/4 or a half.
You'd be surprised on how a small ingot can be drawn out to this big of a sword. Like a
I mean,
3.5,
yeah,
4 foot
but
sword.
I'm saying a nail, man.
A nail.
A nail that's
Yeah, but
that big.
80 nails?
I mean,
You can make a
maybe-
chef
I mean-
knife out of
You can make a chef knife out of 80 nails.
all right.
definitely a chef knife. You can make a dagger out of 80 nails, I'm positive. You could probably make if you had a
know,
really
that-
thin
that's
sword.
You can just look it up. We have the internet.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's not as fun though. Man, this is why the 90s were better. People
No,
would be like,
no.
dude, there were
But-
dinosaurs on the
That's
moon.
that's
do not-
another
They'd be
thing.
like-
I do not agree.
Were they?
I do not agree.
I disagree
God.
completely.
I
You have
disagree.
all the knowledge at your fucking fingertips.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
so where
ma-
did imagination go?
It's still there.
Yeah, it is.
But
still
the
there.
answers are always in front of you.
No, they're not.
That is very false. There
Yeah,
are
no.
so many things that we haven't answered
Corey,
that the internet can't answer because
I run into
Whoa.
a dead end on the internet at least once a week.
the internet is just a collection of people's ideas and thoughts coming
Yeah.
together to create new ideas.
It's like the logic based thinking of taking experience and then logging it.
Yeah.
400.
It's like
400
saying that.
people.
Well, okay, let me explain myself better. There's something wonderful about not having the answer and just thinking about it and imagining the possibilities and being open to all of them rather than just being like, I don't know, look it up, and then it's dead. The conversation's over. There's no more thought after that.
I mean,
Like, yeah, the internet's wonderful. It's there. You can use it, but like, there's something about just
I don't know.
talking to people and trying to bullshit your way through something.
You're right, but at
It's
the
fun.
same time, if you're building it off of that way, then that opens up a new realm of conversation.
Does
People
it?
can be like, yeah, no, like you can talk about light bulbs, or like when they were created, and then you can get the year or whatever, and then you can find out the argument over who actually made the light bulb, and you can be like, oh, this claims that there was argument over this and
That's
this.
true.
who
I
actually
mean,
made it,
the
and then
internet's
there
great
was
for
this.
finding answers, but it's not so great for just thinking.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we've
man.
been going for a minute.
We're talking.
But,
We talked about
I think that
Theo.
having more knowledge, like the more you know, the more questions you have.
Yep. Oh, that
Yeah.
is most definitely how it goes.
Here's the other thing too. Like Google or just any search engine is really good at giving you answers to questions you have, but there are a lot of things like books, for example. Books will give you answers to questions you didn't know you have, and then you get more questions from those. Whereas Google can only answer the questions you have.
Read books on the internet.
Yeah, but it's still a
You can
book.
read any book
Doesn't
on
matter
the
where you're reading
internet.
it. I'm not debating that the internet's not cool. I'm just saying sometimes just being like, I don't know, search it up. It's kind of boring.
Well, think about it this way: back in, when books started becoming really popular, people would literally read them at tables. How do you think that the parents felt when, their kids were reading books at the table and they were like, I remember a day when we just sat around and like talked about, how our chairs were made like this. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean there's been that's happened to like chalkboards. Like when paper started rolling out, they were like, these kids don't even know how to clean chalkboards correctly.
Yeah,
Something.
exactly.
I don't know. Generations will complain about new generations technology
Forever.
generation after generation. That's been proven. Kind of curious though because we grew up
If I
in
struggle
like
with sleep,
the most technological advance that humans has ever been.
But so did the last one, and the last one.
No,
and
the last
one.
generation grew into it.
That makes sense.
I
But we could
No,
also be
millennials
growing
did not
into,
grow into it.
we could
Gen X
also-
grew into it.
We could also be growing into something bigger.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like,
Yeah, I
we're
would-
used to technology. Maybe we won't.
I think-
be-
Go ahead. No, finish your thought.
like when our kids get like some fancy new tech or like get trends that they're into, maybe we'll be more open to them because we had all that as well.
But I
I thought about that, but
our parents experienced like the invention of the fucking telephone and the internet.
The smartphone, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah,
and we were just born into it, but they were born with things that the generation before them didn't have, like automatic cars that weren't manuals, or like
televisions.
Televisions or
is a really good example.
radio, or like there's so many. They were at the time the most technologically advanced they had been, and they were like the
That's true, but I feel like the internet and smartphones and like social media, I feel like that has like I feel like that's not gonna it's gonna be different a lot. Like I don't or maybe not. Maybe you're right. And it's like you're right. They were the most advanced that they'd ever been, and they got like, oh, this car doesn't need a clutch. Oh, that's stupid. They won't know how to drive this or whatnot. Maybe you're right. But also, I feel like the internet is like massive enough to where when the next generation's technology starts rolling through, we'd be like, yeah, we can accept that. We'll be more easily inclined to accept it and like assimilate into it rather than being like, you don't even know how to use a pencil and eraser,
like
you know?
the magnitude of the invention, or like the what's the phrasing for this? The
Nice. Oh, it's been 10 minutes. I'm
No.
not in the nether.
the weight, or like heaviness, or importance, or
Yeah, magnitude.
yeah, magnitude is probably the best word for it. The magnitude
Woo!
of the invention of the internet is like it's so
Much bigger than
expansive compared to like
the last thing I can compare it to is probably flight or
But
space.
that was fucking 1940s or some shit.
Yeah, it was
Like
not that long
commercial
ago.
flight is pretty.
Like the founders of Utah, like Thomas Rhodes I was talking about earlier. He was born in 1806 or something, like 1805. But some of the people that died, some of their kids died in 1920. Like they grew up from like pioneer settlement into World War One.
No, I know.
That's massive, dude.
I think that
Nice.
technological advancements is like exponential, right? So it just keeps getting faster and faster and growing faster and faster.
I feel like we're plateauing right now.
So you would agree with Robert Gordon, I think his name is.
I
and
don't
you
know
would
who that
agree
is.
with fucking what's his name? I don't know. They were just classes I had last year. But
Oh, like students that you went to school with,
no,
or
like,
professors that.
people who wrote, but it was for books. They're two authors.
Oh, okay.
But Robert Gordon, I think, if I remember his name right, argues that we are done with large technological innovations. Like we're only gonna get smaller and smaller innovations.
You see, that's what.
Like the plateau effect. But I think
That's what Lord Kelvin said, or he's credited for it, that there would be no more new discoveries in physics, only more precise measurements. And then Einstein came along and was like, no. Like, dropped the theory of relativity and whatnot.
I think everything's gonna just keep going
You know,
fucking nuts.
I think so too. I think that
Really?
we've
You guys don't think we've plateaued?
No, hell no.
gonna get faster and faster.
Corey, we've got so many fields that we're able to look into more now. Like by the 2060s, I think that you will be able to upload your consciousness onto fucking robots and live forever in a sense.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem preposterous to us, right? Does it not? Flight. There was an article like a couple days before the Wright brothers flew, saying that man would not in 1,000 years fly.
What?
It was preposterous for a lot of people. Or the fact that we'd make it to the moon. That was like, no, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
But nowadays, it's like mind uploading. Yeah, I can see
You
it.
know it is preposterous
Know what
to
I'm
a lot
saying?
of scientists nowadays,
Huh.
going faster than the speed of light.
Yeah, that is preposterous.
Like going to other universes,
Other universes or other galaxies?
other like parallel universes.
like human life. Like being a human, you can't live long enough to make the trip.
That's
Right,
true.
but
We
Corey-
could if we had a 1G spacecraft.
I mean, yeah, if we could travel fast enough to the
Yeah.
point where you would experience time slower than the people around
Time
you.
dilation.
Yeah, you'd have to be going close to the speed of light though. Like
yeah,
at least
no, hear me
you
out.
would
A
have to be-
1G engine, I don't know how it's going to be possible, but if we figured it out one day, you can get to the end of the Milky Way galaxy within like 17 years, I think it was, accelerating at 1G. Know what I'm saying? There's this whole essay on it, I don't know, a video essay, I watched it, and it was like within a lifetime, you can go to the edge of the Milky Way and back. Like everyone you knew would be dead, obviously. Earth would be like way different, but you could in one lifetime, like explore not a lot of the universe, but like explore neighboring galaxies. It was crazy.
There's like two problems immediately though. One is once you're going that fast, how the fuck do you slow down?
You turn around halfway and accelerate backwards.
Two, if you hit
Solved.
literally anything,
you
you hit a fucking grain of sand.
Yeah, yeah, you're dead.
Fucking game over.
There's like they thought about this. If you're going at the speed of light throughout the Milky Way, it'll get to the point where hydrogen atoms will feel like fucking bullets hitting your body.
Dude,
if
okay,
you're
that's a
going that
problem.
fast. Yeah.
That's a big problem. Okay, so we'd have to figure out some type of shielding. I don't know. But the first problem that's been thought about, you accelerate halfway at 1G, then you turn
How do you
around.
turn?
You just flip it.
How the fuck do you do that?
You have a little booster, right? You just boop, you can go,
and also
and then you accelerate again, and then you'll be slowing
Okay,
down at 1G.
okay,
You know
I
what I'm
could see it,
saying?
I could see it.
the thing that makes light so
There's no friction there. You can flip that thing as fast as possible.
the thing that makes
Ting.
light so fast is the fact that it doesn't have any mass, right?
Therefore, it
But-
takes very little energy to speed up.
Therefore, exactly. But if you were to
Ah.
go the speed of light, that would mean that you'd have to have no mass, which, like,
But on the other hand,
what would that do to you? What would that do to you?
Having no mass,
Mhm.
you'd be photons.
you wouldn't be conscious anymore because you'd be photons.
No, but I mean,
I would argue this a little bit, which I don't, it's maybe a horrible argument, but the only reason we think we can't go the speed of light is because
We never
of
have.
that equation. One, yeah, we never have, but two, that equation that says like you have to have zero mass to go the speed of light.
Yeah, we don't
Like it is specifically like a couple experiments that were formulated into like a research paper by this one guy a long time ago. Probably Einstein. I don't know. Fucking someone.
I think it was.
But
I don't know.
here's the thing.
But to be fair, like 100 authors tried to disprove them, and none of them were able to. So.
But here's the thing: is every new scientist makes the previous scientist look like a little fucking bitch, right?
Also, we've changed the way that the atom looks like 13 fucking times.
That's
throughout
true.
The past 100 years.
But now we've.
What
seen
about
it.
the guy who made the where's my dirt? There it is. The table of elements, or the what's it called?
Periodic table of elements.
Yeah, that thing.
periodic
He
table.
knew that they existed, even though he couldn't find them. He
Well,
put placeholders in it.
I mean, that's just because there's a specific ratio between like protons and neutrons that just happens to work out, and he just kind of guessed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought he had it like
no,
spot on.
He literally just like he had the elements that he knew, and then he made like some fillers and was like, "These elements exist. I don't fucking know them, but they're there."
But hey, he knew about him.
Yeah.
Well, and even now, we're slowly figuring out more and more particles that make up different types of things.
Yeah,
and things that
especially if
make
you
up
get into
particles,
quantum.
and yeah, no, exactly.
The thing about science is, I feel like, and especially within our generation, it's gonna have to get to the point where there's gonna be a lot of just erasing
Ah!
what we did know, and creating
Nice.
like completely new fucking physics.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of that, which is gonna be really like kind of wacky.
I don't know. It's. I wouldn't say it's new stuff though.
It's more advanced.
It's more
yeah,
exactly.
It's more
Because
precise and
I-
more advanced.
I
because
think we've got the basics.
the laws of this universe are pretty we're pretty sure work pretty consistently across the spectrum of our observable
Yeah,
universe.
they're
Pretty
universal
sure
constants.
most things are, like gravity works the way it's supposed to. Fucking, what is the word I'm looking for? Electric force, magnetic force.
Electromagnetism.
Yeah, stuff like that. All electric force, electromagnetic force.
electromagnetism.
But
That is
Uh,
true. You're like Magneto.
The weird thing that could come up is finding a new planet and then finding new life that is not carbon based.
That's right, but there are a couple problems with that. Like you could use silicon based because it's right next to carbon on the periodic table. Like some of those elements are like compatible with each other. But the reason why they're looking for carbon life is because carbon is the most easily attachable thing to the other things that are involved in most organic.
4 valence electrons and therefore makes it really
Perfect.
compatible with
Perfect.
other things.
Perfect.
The honk roll.
Perfect. It's much more unlikely. Like life is already fairly like I guess it depends on who you ask. It could be very likely or not likely. But if we assume it's not likely, having it silicon based or anything other than carbon is like extremely unlikely. On top of the extreme of life not being very common. Or maybe it is common. I don't know.
You know what?
You don't know until you know.
You know what isn't common?
Or maybe you don't know until you know everything that's not right.
Oh, I was gonna say women talking to me, but yeah, no, boardwalk burgers too. Yeah.
That's a good way for us to end this podcast.
Yes, it is.
We appreciate your time if you ever took the time to listen.
They never did.
Thank you, viewers.
They should. We're fucking interesting.
Talking about science, you guys have me in a science mood now. It's been a while. I like it.
Oh shit.
What?
Did I stop it like a long time ago?
Yeah, I was gonna say I went and like tried to look for it on your YouTube account, but it's gone, baby.
No, what happened? I opened a new tab to search up how many people it takes to make a sword out of blood.
Oh.
And then I hit X on the window closing.
So they missed the earlier part of the podcast was good, but I would say the meat of this podcast was with our
Death.
death talk. Yes,
I agree.
and they missed the whole meat of that.
You know what we could
Fuck.
do though, is OBS still recorded the whole thing. We could still edit it.
Yeah, but I don't know what folder. I'm not editing this. That's a lot of effort on my part.
I will edit it for you
If I send it to you,
if you give me a kiss. And you
I'm
send
not giving you a kiss. I don't want it edited. Unless everybody else like really wants to, then maybe, but nah.
Yeah, I'm impartial.
Okay.